Hey YouTubers, so I have a ramble right now, a big ass ramble like a big ass cigar about tobacco yet again. Yes, tobacco, cigarettes, cigars, pipes, chewing tobacco, dipping tobacco, snus, snuff, vaping, hookah, whatever the hell. Now, basically, this is about tobacco and health. Now, I realize some people like health related topics, some people don't. So, if you don't like health related topics, please click off right now. You have been warned. Anyway, this is actually a question for myself, which is, have I ever seriously considered quitting tobacco or stopping using tobacco products altogether? And by that I mean not just thinking about it for like a second or two, like actually seriously considering stopping using tobacco products. And the answer is no. I really have never. I have really never considered, seriously considered stopping using tobacco products. Now, FYI, for your information, I have been using tobacco products, cigars, and pipes, as well as other stuff for the past over 16 years. Yeah, 16 years. So, yeah, I have never seriously considered stopping using tobacco products. Now, I started when I was 18 years old. On my 18th birthday, I bought my first pipe, my first tobacco pipe, and then I got into cigars. Brief period of time, I was into cigarettes. Then I quit cigarettes because cigarettes are nasty. Then I was into the hookah for a while. Then the nasal snuff, the big ass nasal snuff, and then I quit that. I quit the hookah. And now, the gas station cigars here and there, and now it's strictly cigars and pipes. Premium cigars and premium pipe tobacco in a pipe. So I don't roll my own tobacco and cigarettes. I smoke tobacco in the bowl of a tobacco pipe. And I also smoke premium hand-rolled cigars like Padron, for example, which is a premium hand-rolled cigar. So I have never seriously considered quitting tobacco. Never. Now, I'm fully aware of the health risks involved. Now, they are different than cigarettes, FYI, for your information. They are different than cigarettes. Cigarettes, obviously, the big risk is lung cancer. Lung cancer, COPD, heart disease, stroke, heart attack, etc., etc. With pipes and cigars, because you're not directly inhaling the smoke, you're not drawing the smoke into your lungs, or you shouldn't be doing that. You really shouldn't be doing that because it's nasty and also it's really terrible for you. The risks are different. Mostly oral cancer, gum disease, tooth loss, also gum recession, that kind of stuff. Problems in your throat, etc., throat cancer. Those are the risks associated with pipes and cigars, big ass pipes. Now, I do have some respiratory problems from pipes and cigars. I get a morning cough, so I do have some respiratory problems, but probably if I was a cigarette smoker, I'd have even more respiratory problems because I'd be directly inhaling, which is nasty. So, but no, I have never seriously considered quitting cigars and pipes. Never. My opinion, my personal opinion, like my asshole, is I would rather see myself develop something and get it treated. So, in the end, if it came down to it for health reasons, I would rather develop something like precancerous or cancerous and get it treated and say, well, at least I enjoyed myself while the time lasted. At least I enjoyed myself every time I lit up a cigar, lit up a pipe. I had a great time, and now I have to unfortunately quit. Because obviously, if I developed something, if I actually got like lip cancer or tongue cancer, I would have to obviously stop smoking because I wouldn't want the cancer to come back, obviously. So, obviously, if my doctor or my dentist told me you have a precancerous spot or a cancerous spot in your lip, your tongue, your gum, obviously, I would clearly stop smoking, that would be it because I wouldn't want it to keep coming back, and be a recurring thing. So obviously that would be the time to quit smoking. So a lot of people say the time to quit smoking is before you develop something, and that's their personal comfort level. I mean, everyone has their own comfort level. I can't tell you what your comfort level is. My comfort level is I would rather see myself develop something and get it treated by a dentist or a doctor. That's just my personal comfort level. Now, you may totally disagree with that. You're going to say, or you're going to end up with, half your face removed. You're going to end up losing your jaw. You're going to end up losing your lower lip, whatever. It's like, that's your personal take on that. But I have a right as a over 21-year-old adult to do my own shit. It's like, my own shit. So I have a right to continue to use the product so long as it's legal. And like it or not, it's still legal. So they are proposing a generational free ban for the next generation. But guess what? I'm not part of the next generation. I am part of the current generation. So that's just my personal opinion. Is I have never seriously considered stopping using tobacco products. It's never entered my mind. I always enjoy cigars and pipes. And another thing is, I seriously enjoy cigars and pipes. It's not just the health reasons. It's not just like the health effects like cancer and heart disease. It's also I still enjoy the cigar and pipe smoking hobby, the habit. It's like I still enjoy having a pipe or cigar. A lot of people, especially cigarette smokers, fucking cigarette smokers, they get really sick of it. They're like, my breath smells bad, my clothes stink. It's like, my teeth are all yellow, my fingernails are all yellow, I'm coughing, I'm hacking, It's like they get sick of smoking cigarettes. It's like, it becomes a chore to them. It's like, standing out in the rain with a cigarette, standing out in the snow with a cigarette, and getting all sweaty and dirty. It's like, but I mean, I still enjoy the hobby of cigars and pipes, big ass cigars, big ass pipes, and I'm not going to give it up. It's like, so long as it's legal and so long as I haven't developed something, I will always be a cigar and pipe smoker, big ass cigar smoker, big ass pipe smoker. So that's just my personal opinion. It's like, people can feel free to disagree with me. People can feel free to say, you're really throwing your life away, man. You're really throwing your health away, man. It's just my personal opinion. Anyway, have a nice day. Pretty fucking cool. Bye.